What's on, guys? Cuz Crypto here with another video. In today's video we're going to be looking at XRP, just going through what's been going on lately with the project and kind of get into the news around it. Anything in this video isn't financial advice. It's just a guy that loves cryptocurrency and a guy that loves to chat. Alright guys, let's get into it. So XRP currently trading at $2.31. On the daily it's down 0.5%. On the weekly it's down just shy of 2%. And on the monthly, we are down literally 0.3, just shy of 0.3%. So realistically, over the last month, XRP has been, obviously we had that spike up to $2.60, but it's been, other than that, reasonably flat. So with a total market cap currently of 135 billion, and a trading volume in the last 24 hours of just over 2 billion, XRP is looking quite good in where it's holding at the minute, at number 4 in the cryptocurrency space. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll get into the XRP chart. So looking here, guys, on the 4 hourly here, so each candle is 4 hours. We'll go to the daily so we can just see where the candle closed. So even on the daily, candle closed around still over 230. So candle closes over 230 still, which is great to see. XRP holding quite strong over so on the daily we are just over that kind of 20-day moving average, and on the day as well over the kind of 200-day moving average. If we go down to the 4 hourly, the moving average, the 200-day is, we're literally just lipping it a little bit on the 200-day moving average. So obviously with the EMA. But at the minute, XRP kind of fighting with resistance here at about 232. Realistically, we want to be getting back up to $2.45 for XRP to start pushing on and showing forms of strength. But I mean, at the minute, we are holding quite a good level of consistency and kind of accumulation. I mean, XRP, if we go back to December time, I mean, we have accumulated quite a bit. I mean, we look at that. We are accumulating, so coming from the highs of $3 kind of 40, obviously we're down to $2.32, but looking from here, I mean going from here down to here, we are down 30% of where that cycle high was. But yes, what we really want to do is push on past, again we've got these levels of consistency of accumulation, but we want to push on past $2.32. We'll get well above that level of support and start pushing through that level of resistance around 245, and then realistically we want to be then trying to get past this level of $2.60 to then start pushing on and start to see some form of bullish momentum. But as you can see on the daily, the 200 EMA we are well above. And we're kind of fighting with the 50-day EMA. We're holding it reasonably well, dipping. Obviously, we've dipped below it a little bit at times, or even below the 200-day EMA. But we're still trying to we're just touching with that 50-day EMA. So hopefully that should be a good buying point for myself, because I love my XRP. And again, I always hold my spot bags. I've got literally a small leverage trade on XRP, but very, very minuscule. As you know, with the volatility at the minute, obviously Bitcoin conference is currently occurring. We don't know what's going to happen there. If we look at oscillators as well, so again, with kind of the MACD sort of side of things, going on the daily, we are going into kind of bullish momentum. As we start to see that green line, if that can cross, as we can see over here, when that green line crosses, we see the orange line, severe good, very good price action, and obviously when we come back over, we start to see that kind of bearish momentum. But at the minute, we're going from bearish to bullish, hopefully on the daily. If we go down to the 4 hourly as well, again, so whether we can get that cross on the path, we're seeing a little bit of kind of accumulative, maybe possible bullish momentum on the oscillator, and currently on the RSI we're quite neutral. We're just below neutral, but I mean, showing that in the price action of XRP at $2.30, and we're kind of just below neutral. that's looking good for XRP. I mean, if we sell off a little bit more, that is possible, and possibilities of, you know, coming back down to kind of $2.20. Again, it can't be ruled out. I mean, if that does happen, we're looking at about a 4% kind of come down there, 5%, yeah, 5.5% withdraw back down there. But again, that's dependent on what Bitcoins move as well. Let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin currently trading at $109,000, and again with the RSI, we're looking about neutral as well. So nothing really happening with the price at the minute. Again, fluctuating between 110 to 10, high 107, low 108. But on the candles, we're looking at around the 108.8 mark. So everything's looking good for Bitcoin as well. But yes, XRP at the minute, trying to just get over this this level of kind of support / resistance of $2.30 to $2.33. And once we break through that, we could probably push it up to $2.45. Once we break through to $2.45, I mean, getting from where we are now to $2.60 and trying to push it, you think about it, that's 12 and a bit percent. So once we start to see some liquidity pull into kind of past Bitcoin into the altcoins, especially XRP, I mean, guys, if we look on to here, I mean, XRP again is quite renowned in the sense of if Bitcoin's pumping and starts getting retail involvement or retail interest, all of a sudden the XRP comes, so let's say 10th to 16th, so about 2 to 3 weeks later, XRP starts to see a push. And same here, December time, Bitcoin spiked again a little bit, and then XRP spiked about 3 to 4 weeks later. So at the minute, again, on a downwards trajectory still with Google Trends around XRP and Bitcoin. But again, with the news of XRP, I mean, fantastic to see here. The SEC officially reviewing the Wisdom Tree proposed spot ETF for XRP. And now they're accepting public comments. And also as well, with XRP, the approval odds are up to 84% on Polymarket now, up 21% in the past month. So the likelihood of it, an XRP ETF approval in 2025 is looking a lot more likely. And then when this happens, guys, you're looking at a lot more kind of retail, and even not as you've got your large institutions now which probably are investing, but your kind of large cap retail to larger capitals coming into XRP, which will push the price up because of that injection of liquidity. And then obviously the every bit of news everyone knows about. So obviously the launch builds on Dubai's initiative that aims to accelerate tokenization. So basically XRP is basically tokenizing real estate that's around 7% of by 2033, it's going to tokenize 7% of Dubai's kind of city total property transactions, which is roughly around $16 billion. So hopefully that will be within the next kind of 8 years or so where they'll hit that kind of range. But again, XRP being renowned for a banker's token, where obviously your larger institutions want to get quick access to transactions and cheap as well. With large capital being exchanged in the process. Now tokenization of real world assets as well is seen as a possibility within XRP. But that's me today, guys. I mean, as well, let's just quickly look at that's liquidations on Bitcoin. Let's look at the inflows and outflows. So let's just refresh that just in case. Get a nice refresh there. So what we're going to be looking at just here is XRP. So outflows in the last 24 hours, 23 million. And over the last kind of month, it's been just, it's just shy of 800 million. But at the minute, I feel XRP, again, we are accumulating. It's a significant, don't know why it didn't connect there, fantastic. So guys, I mean, look, we've been accumulating here for, even if we just go, look, if you come from here, we go across, you're looking at about 12 days there of solid accumulation. We've seen a bit of a spike, but you're looking at about 11 to 12 days of accumulation there. And obviously coming from the $2.60 range, coming back down to where we are now, down 6%. So, it's a bit of a sell-off from them, but we're still accumulating really well. So we could see possibly, is this a triple bottom here? Or, you know, a quadruple bottom? And kind of go from there. But that's me today, guys. Look after your XRP in your own kind of off-grid wallet. So like cold storage, I use Tangent, just because if it's on exchange, the exchanges, yes, you've paid for it, but you never know what could happen to it. But yeah, take care, guys. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.